I'm Dr. Lemke, VP here at Bethany, and it's my joy to work with a host of other people to bring you Bethany Choral Fest 2022. The young people here tonight are great storytellers, and they especially love to tell his story. They proclaim the wonders, and there's some great talent here to do just that. The future of our college, of our churches, of our families, of our communities, of our country, and of the Lord's invisible church are all right here tonight. And you get to see them and their gifts and their joy here on stage tonight. Bethany really values the arts, and as an introduction to each one of these groups tonight, you're going to get to see a little bit about the arts here at Bethany, and a little introduction into that. Kind of an embodiment of the arts here at Bethany is our MC tonight. So he's a former Bethany basketball player. He's a celebrated Christian artist. He's a vocalist, instrumentalist. He guides young people at Bethany in making vocational choices that will affect them and the way that they serve their Lord their entire life. And he's Bethany's leader in telling the story of our Lord and Savior. Please welcome your MC, Bethany's Don Molstead.
Thanks, Ben. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here. Great to be here. You'll occasionally see things about both WLC, Bethany, and then MLC. All three of us colleges work together in our fellowship together. The two church bodies, the ELS and the WELS, have been in fellowship this year for 150 years. It's awesome. There are no other Lutheran church bodies in American history that have been together that long. So that's pretty cool. And we really treasure that, especially being this much smaller synod. So we really treasure that. I have great memories of being in Choral Fest when I was in high school. I attended Martin Luther Academy, used to be with MLC's campus, and right after the Civil War. Anyway, attending there, I was in 2 Choral Fests, but I have one really bad memory about it. When I look at the list of songs you guys are going to be having here tonight, I mean, these are awesome. It's like, Van Halen and Disney songs and One Republic. I mean, Van Halen? So when I was in high school, I had the greatest choir director, Eldon Hirsch. I loved him. He's a great guy. But my senior year, he decided, let's do a song that's called Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater. I'm not kidding. And I'll just sing you the first couple phrases so you can get a feel for it. It's kind of a blues song. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife but couldn't keep her. Okay, so that was... Anyway, I'm not kidding. Now, we performed this on Northwestern's campus. We went to Northwestern. It was at Northwestern College, today Luther Prep. So we performed that on their stage. And what's interesting is the night before, he came to me and he said, Don, I really want you to be Peter. And I said, excuse me? I said, I want you to be Peter. So he had put together a cardboard pumpkin shell, and I had to stand there with another girl from our choir and just quietly be Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, while they sang. I didn't get a date for 3 years, so just letting you know. All right. Well, anyway, let's get going with the show. We got some great music coming up for tonight. One of the largest majors that we have here at Bethany is elementary education and also special ed. And MLC does a great job training teachers, and and we work together so well. By the way, the 3 colleges every 3 years or so get together for a conference. We're going to do one next summer, and all of our faculty get together and share notes and everything. That's really a wonderful part of our fellowship. I'm going to introduce for you one of our elementary. Here she comes, Sienna Hoppy. Woo woo! Give it up for Sienna. Yeah, baby. Okay, all right. So, Sienna is a double major, right, in elementary ed and special ed, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And she's also a tremendous leader on campus. She does a lot with spiritual life. She started Bible studies and things. She's been on the spiritual life committee, I know. And she's also in track and field and cross country, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So you have been involved in many, many things. So anyway, she's a senior this year, so we're trying to get her to flunk so we can keep her one more year. Just letting you know that. What's up with the shirt, girl?
Yeah, these are my Luther threads.
You're supposed to have a Bethany shirt on.
Okay, I'll be a Bethany alum in the spring, but
Okay.
I'm already a Luther alum, so go Knights!
All right. All right. We'll let that go. So what are your favorite memories from when you were at Luther?
Well, my second favorite memory was my 4x800 meter team when we went to state track meet and we set a school record. That's still there today. So
Greg
that's one
Schibelhut.
of my big. It's true, Greg Schibelhut. He's the man.
Okay. What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory is probably when we hosted Choral Fest my junior year of high school.
Did you have to do Peter Pumpkin? Sorry.
Right, Mr. Adix, we did not have to do that. No. See, the Luther High School nights are cool.
Oh, okay.
See, Chapel Mill said. And so naturally we went for Van Halen, which I heard they're doing a Van Halen song
Yes.
tonight, too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So I think you should introduce them.
Well, of course. So we have here the Luther High School Sound Foundation from Onalaska, Wisconsin, presenting from Van Halen. Jump!
All right. Here we go. Take it over.
I get up and nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I've seen the tough stuff around.
And I know, baby, just how you feel.
You gotta roll with the punches to get to what's real. Might as well jump.
Go ahead and jump.
Jump. jump. Go ahead and jump. Jump, 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 jump. Ba-dum.
Woo! That was something else. I don't think Professor Hirsch would have let us do that. We did I think Valerie Bertinelli would even like that, right? All right. Well, that certainly got us hopping and jumping. Good job, you guys. Woo! Now we're going to shift back into the Roaring 20s, and we got a group coming up from St. Croix in just a bit here. By the way, Dr. Lemke is a graduate of St. Croix, also worked there for a while. And I've got a picture, not of him, but of one of my good friends from St. Croix, Dave Hebner, is the pastor up there. And is he here tonight? He's not here tonight, okay. But I'm going to show this to them, and I want to hear their reaction. This is from our high school yearbook, okay? If you guys come out into here so you can see it a little bit. Yeah, just come out into a little bit. Just react like what?
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
It's so bad I can't show you. No, he just had a killer afro back then. It's just awesome. Just love it. I'm sure he's got pictures of me too. He and I roomed together on choir trips and also basketball trips. He actually played. That's the difference between us. So, anyway, I get to get up to St. Croix every so many years, preach for chapel, and talk to students and things. I love it up there. I love that chapel. It's one of the most beautiful chapels. And one thing that I like about St. Croix is they really have tried to do outreach even around the world. And you kind of get a little bit of, if you will, a global experience when you're there. They have students from other countries, and that's very similar here at Bethany. About 20% of our student body comes from foreign countries. And I get a lot of them in my freshman religion class. One day in a class of 28 students, I started asking how many people knew more than 1 and 2 language. There was a couple ladies in there that knew 5 languages. And one day I counted over 20 languages just among the students in a classroom of about 30 students. So it's just amazing. And it's really like having the mission field come right to the college. We just love it. You can see that reflected as well. Nicola Linari, a BLC senior from Brazil, is the head coach of the reserve soccer team. Derek Lingholm, a St. Croix graduate, is the coach of our men's soccer team. And he tells us that there are 14 nationalities represented on Bethany's soccer team. So that's really amazing. 14 nationalities. So the group that's coming up tonight, I've been informed, sad to say, that 3 of them were not able to be here. A couple of them because of sports activities, I believe, and one young man who is sick. So some of the choreography, I'm sure it's still awesome, but some of the choreography might be missing a hole here and there. So please welcome with me, if you would, a Duke Ellington number by the Croyaliers from St. Croix Lutheran High School. Come on up. Woo!
got to do is sing. Do-wah, 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 do-wah. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just give that rhythm everything you got. No, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-wah, 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 do-wah. What good is melody? What good is music if it ain't possessing something sweet? It ain't the melody, it ain't the music. There's something else that makes it too complete. Do-wah, 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 do-wah.
It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot.
If it's sweet or hot, just give that rhythm everything you
got.
No, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Ain't got that swing. Ain't got that swing. 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 It don't mean a thing.
Fantastic. Great job, you guys. That was great. All right. So, moving on ahead in the program. Come on up here, Will. This is a brand new freshman. I want you to meet Will Shade. Give it up for Will. Woo! What up, what up? All right. So, the first couple days Will was on campus. You couldn't miss him. The cool red hair, you know. It's not quite hockey hair, but hey, you know.
It's close.
All right. Anyway, what's fun is that Will just got involved in things right away, immediately upon getting here to campus. And one of the first things you got involved in was theater physics. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, theater physics was this great experience. We as the cast got to put together a bunch of skits and then perform them for a live audience. We had 5 performances total, I believe. And then at the very end, we also had a pretty big skit. That was cool. Lots of physical acts, comedy. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you've ever seen it, it's really a fun thing. Professor Pete Bladel puts it together every year, right away at the beginning of the year. And what's funny is when he has students come in to try out, he asks them if there's some weird thing they can do. Is there any weird thing you can do? And he'll try to build a skit around like a weird thing. One year they had a kid that could catch like 50 marshmallows in his mouth. It's just unbelievable. So
yes, lots of crazy things.
Yeah. So you're also involved with the soccer team somewhat, right?
Yeah, a little bit. This year, soccer's been going really well. Hopefully next year I'll be playing, but we have a good chance of actually winning it all. So
I feel your pain, man. That's where I was. Yeah.
All right.
I'm the jack of all, master of none. I was good enough to make the team and never play. That's how I was. Our soccer team, by the way, is right now probably just getting up in Superior, Wisconsin. Yeah. They're playing in the championship tomorrow.
I believe so, yeah.
Pretty sweet. Good stuff. Okay. So, your memories from Rocky Mountain. We got Rocky Mountain coming up in a minute. Your memories from them. You sang under Miss Punky.
I did indeed. I got the blessing of being able to come to 2 Choral Fest performances and just lots of memories with the choir and with Miss Punky, especially. One of my favorite ones. It's kind of an inside joke between all of the choir now. she was kind of getting at it with the band students, and then she goes and yells to them. She says, "Don't chew choir and gum." Yeah, so I'm not sure that's exactly what she meant, but it's definitely been an inside joke with all of us now, and it's a lot of fun. So.
We got to get that on T-shirts.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right, and she's known for dance and stuff, and
Dance, band, choir, she does it all.
all right. So we assume there's going to be some movement with this. Let's do some of
I
our own
guess
dance
so,
moves.
yeah.
Sprinkler baby, here we go. All right, give it up for the Rocky Mountain Eagles doing the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. Come on up. Woo! Good job, baby. Good job, you guys. Woo! Well done. Good job. All right. Excellent. All right. Good job. Well done. From the next group, Isabella told us that, I don't know what this means, they don't talk about Bruno. Apparently some of you know what that means. I'm too old to know what that means, but they don't talk about Bruno. And also they told me that all the single ladies love to sing in Nebraska. I don't know how you prove that. You know, being up here though and watching these groups and remembering my Peter Pumpkin Eater problem, it's brought back a lot of bad memories. And we have some wonderful psychology professors at Bethany. I think I need to go see Dr. Stadler. Dr. Stadler, I've got a problem.
Well, tell me more. Tell me more.
I've got chills, and they're multiplying. I'm losing control.
Let me try something. What do you see here?
I see a couple of high school students who meet one summer, and then they start to fall in love, and then against all odds, they get back together, and then I see a choir director that wants to sing about it, and has a director that has these quirky warm-up things and stuff for her choir, and wants them to sing about it, and get them ready to sing with exercises.
I think I see the problem.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, you clearly don't know what we do in the psychology department at Bethany. This is just a grease stain. At Bethany, on the other hand, we teach students to integrate the discipline of psychology with the Christian faith. They learn to apply their knowledge and education in psychology to love their neighbors in a variety of areas, whether that is business, counseling, or teaching careers, to just name a few. We also have a graduate Christian mental health counseling program where students can continue their education and become counselors who are equipped to help others, always within the foundation of a biblical worldview.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, I'd love to, but aren't you supposed to be introducing the next act?
Oh, yeah. Oh, gee. All right. So, to introduce our next group from Nebraska Lutheran High School, the Knights of the Round Table, give it up as they sing to us from Greece. Woo!
We go together like we're land forever like Chihuahua, yippee boom boom boom. Ching 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 chihuahua, that's the way it should be. Oh yeah, we're one of a kind like tip 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 chihuahua doo doo doo. Our names are signed, woody woody, shooty chihuahua. Ching 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 chihuahua, we'll always be like one. When we go out at night, when sun's shining bright, up in the sky above.
Or at the high school dance, where you can find romance. Maybe like me, up, 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 up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grease Lightning! High me overhead with dirt and cornmeal pazzo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. A fuel injection caught on to chrome later on, oh yeah.
With the force feet on the floor, they'll be waiting at the door. Just going downtown, how we really rock it out in Grease Lightning.
Go, 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 chopping wood under my legs. And starting gets my Saturdays. The temple got the lonely traveler, it's the bones born in Jack. Bop, 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 hey Jack. Bop, 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 hey Jack. Bop, 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 hey, bop, 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 hey, 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 oh. Born to enjoy, baby. 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 Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Born to enjoy. Oh yeah.
All right. Great job, you guys. That was awesome. Way to go. Nice job. Woo, yeah, baby. Good job. Wow, man, we got some great acts tonight. Their outfits, the guys especially, remind me of my junior year in high school. I was in a little group of 3 guys that were going to do a lip sync to, at a banquet at our high school, Lutheran High School, lip sync to an old song from the 50s, like Runaway, one of those, was it Dion, I think, one of those. Anyway, and I had to borrow an old pair of jeans from somebody to wear that were straight leg, because bell bottoms were in at the time. Oh, yeah. And anyway, so I had to borrow straight leg jeans from like an old uncle or something and roll them up like that and everything. And he didn't tell me there was a hole in the crotch. And so that night, I realized I couldn't sew, and I wanted to wear these pants. So I found a big patch of denim, like this big, and I slid it down in there, and everything was cool. And then about right at the end of the song, I looked down, and it was sliding out of my shoe. And someone took a picture, and it's immortalized in my junior year high school yearbook. So go check the Rambler, 1975. If you want a good laugh, there you go. All right. I had some wonderful experiences in choir, didn't I? A lot of these groups have come from far away, Nebraska. Let's give it up for Nebraska. Colorado. There we go. South Dakota. Right here in Minnesota, but even some of those are a little ways away. Oh, yeah, nobody cares about Minnesota. Wisconsin. How about Florida, though? That's pretty awesome. Florida. Woo! All right. If you look ahead, this is the last group before a little intermission we're going to take. We're going to have a kind of like an offering here. If you're willing to participate in that, it helps to defray the cost for all of us, so we'd love to have you participate. If you want to get checkbooks out to write, that's fine. There's also a link in your program if you just want to use that. Please notice that. 2 of the students that are here at Bethany right now come from our next school. They are Divine Savior Academy alumni from Choral, Florida, and got a brief little video to show you from them.
I'm Santiago.
And I'm Alec, and we were both students at Bethany Lutheran College.
Dude, I remember when we got to be in Choral Fest.
Yeah, those are good memories, man.
Just don't pull up the footage.
You know, Santi, you and I have a lot in common. We both graduated from Divine Savior Academy, which makes us both
Florida men! And we're both media arts majors here at Bethany.
Bethany's Media Arts Department is a place where filmmakers, artists, designers, photographers, writers, and composers come together to make things. Students dive into all different types of media creation and even get experience working on a high-level broadcasting crew. I think my favorite part of going to school at Bethany has been working on all these different short films with my classmates.
I think my favorite part is getting to experience the 4 seasons.
What do you mean, 4 seasons?
And now, to perform Run by One Republic, we'd like to welcome, all the way from Divine Savior Academy in Doral, Florida, Una Voz.
Run,
On stage, Professor John Logging, who teaches speech and debate here at the college. Welcome, John Logging, please.
Thank you, Don.
So I'd like to spar off with you a little bit tonight. You are in charge of the speech and debate team, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you host a number of tournaments. Just
Yes.
had one last weekend. How many schools involved?
12 schools, 5 states.
I think there were 11 involved.
Oh, that's why you're a pastor and not
Okay.
a math major.
You've actually had some debaters from Bethany go on to national championships, is that right?
That's true.
Not international, but national?
We've had international as well.
Oh, okay, all right. So, why do you think public speaking is so important for Christians?
Well, it's not just public speaking, it's communication in general. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you have to be able to communicate.
I disagree with you.
That's why at Bethany, we believe that good Christian leaders have to be good communicators.
Are you questioning my leadership abilities?
I think we all are right about now.
That was a good one. I like that. So, if I told you the sky is blue, you would say,
It's orange.
ha, real funny. Sky is blue, John, go outside.
It's dark outside and it's orange.
It's blue, John, it's blue.
Well, if you don't believe me, Great Plains Lutheran's going to tell you it's most certainly orange.
If I can't win this debate with words, I'm going to win it with an image. It's a Packer fan. I love you, man. All right. All right, we welcome now the Great Plains Honor Choir with the Orange-Colored Sky. Come on up.
This is it.
I know, man. That was great. Thanks, you guys. All right, the next gentleman I'm going to invite up on stage is Professor Pete Bladel. I first met Pete, some of you know him, woo! I first met Pete when he was 16 or 17. I was a young pastor, and I was speaking at a pro-life gathering at the old St. Croix campus, and Pete came and did a juggling act. Isn't that crazy?
So long ago.
I know. It was back in the 30s, man. That's right. So Pete is the head of our theater department, and one thing I'll just say, when you think of theater, you don't typically think of a discipline that is going to promote Christianity, right? And sad to say, that's the way the arts have gone in our country. But how wonderful it is to have a truly confessional Lutheran professor and others who work with him that teach and uphold that wonderful faith that we all love and still put on fantastic plays. In fact, Pete has been involved in writing plays. Tell us a little bit about that.
I got started doing, we've got a show, Don talked a little bit about it earlier, it's called Theater Physics, and it's basically we have 2 weeks to make up a show, and so I started script writing for that, and then after that I started, well, if we can write a short play, we can write a long play, and so now I've probably written 17 different plays.
That's
and
awesome,
stuff, so.
yeah, fantastic. Some of them have, yep, you bet. Some of them have been done by some of the high schools, I think, too, if I remember.
Yep, yeah, we've had some of the Lutheran high schools do them, and there is one play that Billboard magazine actually ranked, not anymore, but it became like the 6th most produced one act in the world, actually, and it was the Billboard magazine had it ranked at
Very
number
cool.
6.
Yeah.
So it's not anymore, it's not that, but you know, once upon a time.
That's great. So you've taken some old classics and kind of redone them?
Yeah, so my son and I have been kind of playwrights lately together, and neither of us fish, but we call each other fishing buddies, but we don't fish, so we write plays. I guess that's our thing. And so it's been really a fun bonding experience for us to both do it. And we wrote in 2018, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Washington Irving's great classic.
That was awesome.
And this
By the
year
way,
we're doing
the special
Pinocchio.
effects of that were unreal. I mean, for our theater, it just blew me away. Go ahead. Sorry.
And then this year this summer we wrote Pinocchio for this fall's show. So that's
Exciting.
Would you like to meet Pinocchio?
I'd love to meet Pinocchio.
Okay, just a second. Let me introduce you to the star of the show. 1 minute.
Who knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, check this out.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Pinocchio.
Hi, do you have any questions you'd like to ask Pinocchio today?
Yeah, why do you have a man sticking his hand in your head?
It's my Pinocchio gun. Ah!
That's awesome. Okay, Pinocchio. So how do they make your nose grow in the upcoming play in the next couple weeks?
We don't talk about that.
There seem to be a lot of people not talking about things here lately.
Yeah, we don't talk about that either.
I know when I was in plays at Bethany, they were some of my favorite memories and when I think back, and when I talk to alumni, they often talk about plays too. That's probably true with high school students and things too.
Yeah.
So do you ever talk about Bruno?
Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno.
A lot of people aren't talking about Bruno. All right, well, let's bring a group on for that. West Lutheran High School Accents. We don't talk about Bruno. Come on out. Woo!
we gonna go on?
Don't say it looks like rain.
When he tells us,
Doing so he floods my brain.
we'll get the umbrellas.
Buried in a hurricane.
What a joyous day, but anyway, we don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. Bruno living fear, Bruno stuttering and stumbling. I can always hear him sort of muttering and mumbling. I associate him with the sound of falling sand. Shh, shh, shh. It's a heavy lift, but it gets so humbling. Always left the weather and the family fumbling. Grappling a prophecy they couldn't understand.
Do you understand
A 7-foot frame wraps along his back. When he calls your name, it all fades to black. Yeah, he sees your dreams and feasts on your screams. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
He told me my fish would die the next day, dead.
No, no, he told me I'd grow a rut. And just like he said,
He
no,
said that
no.
all my hair would disappear. Now look in my head.
No, no.
Your face is where your prophecy is read. He told me that the life of my dreams would be promised and someday be mine. He told me that my power would grow like the grapes that thrive on the vine.
Jose Mariano's on his
He
way.
told me that the hymn of ashes would be just salvage, betrothed to another.
The guy you're hearing now.
I must not forget him now. I can hear him now.
Oh, Bruno. Think about that Bruno. I really need to know about Bruno. Give me the truth and the whole truth, Bruno.
Samantha, your boyfriend's here. Time for dinner.
Your 7-foot
Here's my wedding gift. Our wedding day getting ready, and there wasn't a sound in the sky.
clouds aloud in the sky.
He walks in like something on the screen, like the breeze. You tell the story of my heart.
7-foot
Looks like rain.
like when you tell us.
So he floods my brain.
We'll get the umbrella. Sees your dreams and feasts on your screams.
He's here.
Don't talk about Bruno, no. Word about Bruno.
Watch your step. Good job, good job. All right, thank you to West Lutheran High School. I was on the faculty at West Lutheran High School for one semester, and they kicked me off. I used to be the pastor at King of Grace Lutheran Church, which is part of their association. And about a week before school started, years ago when I was up there, they suddenly were without an art teacher. And my college degree was actually in art, and somebody found that out and asked me to come and teach. So I did for one semester. They combined all the art classes into one afternoon, so I taught for like 4 hours, and I was just like shot. So anyway, but I loved it. It's a great school. I just preached for chapel up there about 3 weeks ago, and loved going up to visit them. All right, I'd like to invite up another young man on our campus, Mr. Luke Haynes. Good to see you.
Good to see you
All right,
too.
sharp looking shirt. What's this all about?
Yeah, this is esports. Esports jersey just came in yesterday. I'm a part of that, so.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Bethany had the first college esports team in the state of Minnesota. And our team has done really, really, really well over the last years.
Yeah, definitely.
So a couple years ago, beat Ohio State. Beat their esports team, Ohio State. I know one time they beat, was it Idaho State? What's the team with the blue turf for the football field? Anyway, or Boise, yeah. So anyway, they've got some really good success. Now, I'll have to say, though, when I think of, when people typically think of an e-sport cat, we don't think of somebody that's, athletic.
No. So my whole esports team, we like to work out together almost every day, and it's a big part of what we do. We like to push each other when we're playing the game, but then also when we're working out and getting stronger like that.
Yeah. Bethany has a couple of really nice big e-sport rooms, and when you go in there, they're so high-tech and stuff, it's just crazy. It's kind of that glow in there. Pretty cool. I still don't understand it. Just to show you how old I am, when I was a junior in high school was the first time I ever saw a video game, and it was Pong. And we were just blown away that you could manipulate something in a screen. That's how impressed we were. So it's come a little ways.
It's gone a lot farther than that, yeah. Very competitive
All right.
now.
So Lucas Fricke, Professor Fricke, is your
esports director, yeah.
All right.
Does a great job. He keeps the energy drinks really cold and stuff. And he's a good esports director too. Manages most of the games and everything and provides a place for our team to grow.
He's also a Spanish teacher on campus.
That's
cool.
right.
All right. So when you think back to your high school days, your alma mater's coming up here, Kettle Moraine.
Yeah.
So I had a couple nephews that graduated from there. So when you think back to your high school days, what are your memories of that? And how did you end up coming here?
I remember COVID a lot, and I started creating a YouTube channel, which grew and became my business sort of throughout high school.
Oh.
And I was able to take some graphic design classes, business classes, and computer science classes that helped me with that. And all those are great strengths here at Bethany, and it was just a natural continuation on, and Kettle sent me up well for it.
Yeah, cool. So you're pursuing those things here?
Yeah, pursuing a media arts major here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, great. All right. Well, help me introduce your alma mater. The Kettle Moraine Echoes are going to be doing run. What do you say?
Go Chargers!
All right. Bring it on. Woo!
They look so pretty. Mama says, son, 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 you're gonna grow up, you're gonna get old. All that glitters don't turn to gold. But until then, just have some fun. Boy, run, 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 yeah, run, run, run. Run, run, run.
When I was a young kid living in the city, all I did was pay. And every single time that good Lord gave me, I could make it last 3, 4, 5 days.
Living it up, living down low, chasing that luck before I get old.
Looking back, oh, we had some fun. Boy,
Run, 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 run. They tell you that the sky might fall. They'll say that you might lose it all. So I run until I hit that wall. If I learn my lesson, count my blessings into the rising sun. Run, run, run. Yeah, one day while the sky might fall. Yeah, one day I could lose it all. So I run until I hit that wall. If I learn my lesson, count my blessings into the rising sun. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Didn't get everything that I wanted, but I got what I need. Yeah, I see that light in the morning shining down on me. So take me out high, take me down low, where it all ends nobody knows. But until then, let's have some fun. Yeah, run, 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 run. They tell you that the sky might fall. They'll say that you might lose it all. So I run until I hit that wall. If I learn my lesson,
All right. Songs are a lot better than Peter Pumpkin Eater, I'll tell you that. Good stuff. My my alma mater is no more. Martin Luther Academy. They've swallowed it into other schools about 4 times, I think. And but I kind of think of MVL as my alma mater, Minnesota Valley Lutheran High School, because it's the closest to where I would have been. And having been a pastor in the area for a while, I was part of the association out there too. And happened to serve on the board and things. I loved it out there. You got some great teachers and things. One of their graduates teaches now on our campus and is also a Bethany alum. Come on up if you would, Professor Jason Jasperson. Woo! Good man. Good stuff.
Hi, Don.
Fellow artist. You gotta love
Yes.
that. Fellow artist. But he's a real artist, you know. So.
You're a real artist. And you perform. This guy's awesome tonight.
Oh, please. All right. Anyway, all right. So we're going to show some images on the screen, I believe.
Right.
I don't know if you can see them. Maybe we have to back up a little.
Right. No, I got a view now.
There you go.
Right.
So to walk us through some of the things here.
Sure. What we're seeing right now is a sample of some artwork that students did for WELS Multi-Language Productions. We did a series of 52 images, 52 sets of 2-page images that are sequential drawings for missionaries in Zambia. And this was a really great crossover where we've got professional work for students and they're able to get in the Word and find that crossover between their creativity and their faith.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
what we're going for here.
Awesome. Yep.
Next slide. Right, we also worked on a military monument, and this is another example of access where we've got students able to work on this professional grade project. There are 2 life-size bronze sculptures coming to campus. They represent Lutheran military service, one from 500 years ago in Luther's time and era. That's the same thing, time and place. And then from today, and they stand back to back. They read their Bibles. They stand in the same way in battle gear. Brothers who have never met. Another example of how creativity and faith can cross over.
So Jason designed these and built the models, and then the students helped with, I even put my thumb into a few things.
Yeah.
I had people help out.
We had a great crossover with the engineering department.
Yeah, that's right.
We were able to construct an old tool called a 3D enlarging pantograph. So I made a quarter life-size model, and then we were able to use this tool to expand it up 4 times, and because of that tool, we could have a lot of people working on this sculpture. You didn't have to be super skilled or talented to just come in and push some clay in.
When are they expecting that to be all really done?
You know, I just got emails today from the foundry. I'm getting updates constantly, and I think it'll be a couple months, and it'll be about 100 feet that direction.
Cool, very nice. All right, next one.
We just got back from a trip to New York City. We took painting students and some art students to see artwork in first person here. This is Times Square, kind of having some fun at night, but we went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Frick Collection, the Museum of Modern Art, and we also take other trips overseas. It's really important for us to get you in front of the artwork rather than seeing it on a little screen or even a big screen. It's different than being there.
Yeah, cool. All right. Next one.
Yeah, and we've got a new program called the Arts Service. It's kind of the newest iteration of that idea of getting students involved with professional grade projects. So commissions from ministries are coming in. We do paintings, we do sculptures. We could probably do other kinds of iterations or expressions as well. And you see in this image, you see a lot of participation. There's even a mom in there. Katie Quist is at work. So it's just, I just think it's possible. I think it's possible.
There are a couple of paintings in our sanctuary right now in the chapel that the students have helped with that are going to churches up in the cities, I believe it is.
One's going to Living Hope in Shakopee on their Shakopee campus. Yeah. And we're working on one for the Bloomington campus too. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
And then there's one, the Lamb, that's in the chapel that's going to Redwood Falls Grade School in your gymnasium. I don't know if you know that. Big reveal.
Yeah. St. John's. Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, a lot of great stuff happening. Jason teaches a class right across the hall from my office, and I make sure to leave the door open so I can soak in all of this culture. I love it. It's awesome.
It's awesome working with Don Molstead.
So we love having Jason on campus. All right, so let's introduce our alma mater.
Okay, yeah,
the Chargeliers, who are going to sing for us.
Faith?
Faith. There you go. All right, welcome.
Girl with the diamonds in her shoes. She walks around like she's got nothing to lose. She's a go-getter. She's everybody's type. She's a queen of the city, but she don't believe the hype. She's got her own elevation, only motivation. So I wrote some letters out in big bold type. I got faith in you, baby. I got faith in you now. And you've been such a good friend to me. Know that I love you somehow. I met you, hallelujah, I got faith.
See the boy with the savior on his way. Ain't got a clue on the magic that he has. He's a go-getter, he's everybody's type. I'm making no mission, but I feel alright. He's a 12 out of 10, rocking out to his drum. Just say the word 'cause I can sing it all.
I got faith in you, baby. I got faith in you now. And you've been such a good friend to me. Know that I love you somehow. I met you, hallelujah. I got faith, yeah, faith. I think about you and my mind goes crazy. I think about you morning, noon, night and day. I get around you and my mind goes crazy. I think about you morning, noon, night and day. I get around you and my mind goes crazy. I think about you morning, noon, night. I got faith in you, honey. I got faith in you, girl. I met you, hallelujah. I got faith in you, baby. I got faith in you now. And you've been such a good friend to me. Know that I love you somehow. I met you, hallelujah. I got faith. I really got faith in you, baby. I got faith in you now. You've been such a good friend to me. Know that I love you somehow. I met you, hallelujah. I met you, hallelujah. I met you, hallelujah. I got faith.
Yeah. Oh man, that was great. That's a lot tighter choreography than I remember in my day. I'm going to invite Halvar on up. This is our Viking mascot. He's going to help me introduce the last group. Bethany chose, because of our Norwegian heritage, Bethany chose the Viking as its symbol. Had nothing to do with the Minnesota Vikings, but chose it as a symbol. And we still have a little bit of Norwegianness around here, not a whole lot, but a little bit. We have the Norwegian flag flying over by Hunzi Hall, and some of our students didn't know the difference between that and the Confederate flag. So we had to quickly explain that. And and you know, the Norwegians, not many people know about us out here, you know. And you try to start your car on a cold winter morning, it just doesn't work. All right. That's the best Norwegian jokes I have. All right. Now, I've heard, however, that you are the dance monkey of the Viking campus. All right? You are the dance monkey. So, the last group that we have coming up here is Lakeside, and they're from a lake. They're near a lake. Their campus is near a lake. And you, of course, would like lutefisk and other types of fish, being a Norwegian. So I see you got a Lakeside shirt here. All right, well, where'd you end up with that? You're not going to tell me, are you? I can't speak. Yeah, there you go. But you're a big fan of Lakeside, apparently. You are? Well, let's find out who this is then. Who is this? President Gene Pfeiffer, Dr. Pfeiffer, our president, who's a Lakeside alum. Woo! Beautiful. And he's not going to talk tonight because he's a mascot. But he is going to speak on Sunday, I think it is. So, all right, wonderful. Thank you so much. We'll get to hear from him on Sunday. Woo-hoo. By the way, for the young people that are in the groups, there will be a dance tomorrow night in Hunzy Hall, and I'm sure they already know about that. But now, tonight, the swing choir from Lakeside Lutheran High School is going to perform for us a couple numbers, one called Human and one called Dance Monkey. So bring it on for Lakeside. Woo! Come on up. I don't know about you, but I've been impressed with every one of these acts. Let's give it a round again. Woo! Fantastic. What a fun show. Come a long way since 1975. All right. Just to wrap up a few things for tonight. These choirs, of course, will be singing in local churches, probably your home local church. I know when we went and did that on Choral Fest, I also thought that was one of the fun ways to end it, too, in terms of visiting the local congregations. That was also fun. Just remember, this weekend is the Set Your Clocks Back an Hour weekend. Extra hour of singing. Yeah, thank you. I granted that to you. If you would, please take your programs with you, and as you exit, leave them in the bins. If you really want one as a souvenir, you can take one. But leave them in the bins, the program for Sunday, and we invite you back Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock in here for the Sacred Concert. That's Sunday at 2 o'clock. I've also been asked to announce that any of you who are host families, who are taking students home, the host families, please pick up your students in the home rooms, which are in the YFAC Theater next door. So the Ilva Soccer building next door where the theater is. So once again, the Sacred Concert is at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. And one last thing I would just like to say, I want to say thank you to so many of you who love and support in various ways Christian education at all of its levels. What a blessing and a gift that is. Yes, you bet. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yep. Just tremendous. Well, thank you to all of you. Thanks to all the students for participating, and have a great evening. Thanks for coming, and come back and visit Bethany again sometime. Lord's blessings.